Well, I think of myself as a mixed media sculptor. So I work with metals, woods, plastics, text, images. I was born with it. I'm a maker. Like basically every part of my life is in some way creative. So it's the thing I can't not do. So a lot comes from music. I'm a big fan of a great turn of phrase. So I will hear some little snippet of a lyric that just lends itself to being built into a sort of a visual. So a lot of things come from music. Every once in a while from a novel, or just walking around in the world. So my undergraduate degree is in photography, and I was kind of a tried and true photographer, and then I took a sculpture class. When the university art degree is you have to take everything, right? And so I took this sculpture class, and it sparked some interest, and then I took this second one, and I learned how to weld. And the very first sculpture that I made, that I welded together, I sold that, and which kind of turned a light bulb on for me. And then when I graduated from school, I didn't really want to be a commercial photographer. Like, I wasn't really interested in doing weddings and seniors. So I started building furniture. And then it just, and then I just kind of took off from there. Then, but as I think back on it, I was always a builder, right? Like, when I was a kid, it was all about Legos and Lincoln Logs and blocks, and, building wheelchairs for my Barbies and, crazy stuff like that. So it's ultimately important. Like, I worked in my little teeny one-car garage for about 10 years, and that was fine when I was just a welder, right? When I was just building furniture, but when I went to graduate school, I did a great materials exploration, and I had studio space at school. And then I tried to move back in and add all the materials back in. I tried to add all the materials into my garage, and it wasn't working anymore. So I just didn't fit there anymore. And so it took a couple years for me to really figure out, I'm just gonna have to rent a space. I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and rent a space. And so in 2010, I did that, and I'll never look back. I think that art is a basic human need. We as a species have had art since we stood up straight. There is no culture in the history of humanity that has had no art, which makes me believe that it is a basic human need, which it's really the thing that separates us from, the apes, which, I don't know, they might have art too. So, otters, I think they make art. I get a lot of satisfaction out of teaching, which was a thing I didn't know was true for me. So I started teaching for the first time when I basically the first day I started graduate school, because I got a teaching assistantship, and I had no idea that I was a teacher, or that I would be good at it, or that I would even like it. And I discovered that I really love it. Like, I feel like it's part of my dharma, not only to be a maker, be a creator, but to facilitate other people in their road towards being a creator. I think it's all one big thing for me. What I always tell my students is try, apply. And this is the most important thing. Don't reject yourself. Give other people the opportunity to reject you. That really is the best advice. Artists don't retire. That's not a thing. It's the thing that we can't not do. So I have already decided that, if I get to the point where I'm old and can't muscle things around anymore, that I'll become a painter. Paintbrushes aren't as heavy as big sculptures. So